Hello everyone, it's Sister Sterling, and all I need is a few minutes to talk about these people here on my screen. Eventually everything will come together. But picture this, me scrolling last night on Instagram. You probably can't picture it, but that's what I was doing. So I was scrolling on Instagram and I came upon a reel of Danae Jackson. So if you don't know who Danae Jackson is, she is the soon to be, probably, maybe, I don't know, ex wife of Derek Jackson, who was the relationship guru that, got caught up in all that mess. Anyway, so she had a reel of her, you know, her glow up, I would say, her bossing up, her, she taking all kind of pictures and poses and dresses, and she was doing a bit much. But whatever. So as I scrolled through her profile, I noticed that she shouted out two people on Father's Day. Well, the post that I saw, and they were two ministers. One of them, I don't remember what his name is. I think he's of Hispanic descent, and he goes by the name Dancing Prophet, I believe. But she also shouted out R.C. Blakes Jr., who's on my right. So I've heard about him. I believe he goes by the title Bishop, and I know he does YouTube videos on relationships because I've heard his name mentioned in certain spaces that I have been in. So I said, let me look on his page. And when I look on his page, this is what I saw. So he is joining Coach Stormy and Yolanda Adams. That's why she's down there. Because, she's trying to stay relevant as much as she can. So I guess he's going to be some type of guest speaker at her conference that she has called Girl Hold My Hand, that costs thousands of dollars. I believe last year she had, that Bryant guy, the one who want to put, sell marijuana in the church, foolishness. Anyway, so I guess he has joined her team or whatever. They have linked up together. And I was in shock, but it piqued my curiosity because I said to myself, you carry the title of a bishop, but you are linking up with this Coach Stormy and this other lady trying to stay relevant. That reminded me of Paul, Paul and the snake lady, that would give her masters much gain because she was telling people their fortunes. And then she was walking behind Paul, them say, these men are servants of the Most High God. Yes, these, listen to them, follow them, and all them stuff. She was saying a good thing, She was telling people about them. But, if you read the Bible, Paul didn't need nobody to do no advertisement for them because they had the power of God, child. Handkerchiefs that came off of them was healing people. They was doing the Lord's work. So they didn't need this slave girl, well, let's call slave girl because she was her master's. But she had a spirit on her, a snake spirit. They didn't need her to do any advertisement or propaganda for them because the power of God that they possessed and was working through them was just enough. They didn't need anybody to talk about them and tell everybody else about them. So that kind of reminded me, that's what came to my mind. And I'm like, I don't know if this guy did research on this lady, or he probably don't care too, because now it's like a money grab. People just into certain stuff. They getting together for the money. But this is the same lady that said this.
I got an altar in my room, in my house with my mom. That I don't know if it was God. I don't know if it was my ancestors. I don't know if it was the Holy Spirit. I don't know if it was the Orishas. I don't know if it was the angels. I don't know, but something in my spirit, in my soul, told me to tell y'all. Anything that gives is alive.
So R.C. Blakes is linking up with somebody that when she gets a message, she doesn't know if it's God. She doesn't know if it's on her ancestors. That means her dead relatives. She doesn't know if it's the Orishas. We're gonna get to the Orishas. Don't worry. She doesn't know if it's angels, but she got a message. Something in her soul told her to say anything that gives is alive. There's nothing wrong with that message. But the thing is, she doesn't know who's talking to her. But R.C. Blake's is linking up together with her. And you are supposed to be a bishop. Okay. Maybe God sent him, to help her because so she can see clear because there's a lot of confusion because God is not a God of confusion. When God talks to you, he said, my sheep knows my voice. So when God talks to you, you're going to know it's God if you have a relationship with him. But if you are confused, then something else is going on. Maybe God sent Bishop R.C. Blakes to help her. But then the other day, she took this picture. So this was a series of pictures that she took, I believe, on her birthday. So this is her as Oshun, the Orishas. You see she's in a river and stuff like that. So she took a picture of this. And then in the caption, she was talking about, God and how we are little gods. That's what she said. So let's get into the Orishas.
Oshan, also spelled Osan, is an Orisha a deity of the Yoruba people of southwestern Nigeria. Oshan is commonly called the river Orisha, or goddess, in the Yoruba religion, and is typically associated with water, purity, fertility, love, and sensuality. She is considered one of the most powerful of all Orishas, and like other gods, she possesses human attributes such as vanity, jealousy, and spite. She is commonly described as the favorite of all Orishas by Oladami, which is the god of this mythology, African mythology. Those that want children or who may suffer from infertility usually call on Oshan for assistance. This is what Beyonce did to get pregnant. And she is associated with the concept of femininity and the power of women. More widely, she is sought after in times of drought and severe poverty. The water spirit of Oshan drowns men.
Listen, R.C. Blakes. Listen, men. Listen, people.
This spirit is invoked to emasculate men, put them under the power of women. Women use sensuality and seduction to lure them in and influence him to follow her lead. She manipulates and leads men down paths of worthlessness, shame, blame, and most important, what? Mental illness. This spirit is why the man is always just totally emasculated, like Jay-Z, just sitting there, just mind gone. Spirit comes to lead men away from God, just as Eve did in the garden. This spirit needs male energy to strive financially and have earthly success that resembles male ego and fortitude. And it also switches between male and female in the twin form, Abaye, which is what that group I just showed you. This is Beyonce showing the eagle's wings, of course. Starbucks, that's Oshan. And there is Cardi B dressed as Oshan.
And here again is Stormy Wellington as Oshan or Oshun. And by the way, that was Pastor G. Craig Lewis. And you can get that whole teaching. It's like a 4-hour teaching on exministries.com. You won't regret it. Okay, you won't regret it because I was clapping. I don't know why. So anyway, R.C. Blake supposedly is a bishop teaming up together with this lady who believes in these things.
I went to the Oshun River. I went to the Oshun River and I took a bath in the Oshun River. And while I was in the Oshun River, when I got out of the Oshun River, they said the Oshun is like a part of me. And that I'm a daughter of Oshun. And I started to learn about Orishas.
Unless R.C. Blakes is going to Girl Hold My Hand to perform some deliverance, I question why he's teaming up with Coach Stormy Wellington. Because Coach Stormy Wellington, she could believe in whatever she believes in. But R.C. Blakes goes by the title of bishop. There's a certain decorum you're supposed to have. You are held at a different standard. You have people that are watching you. So you teaming up with this lady who she getting messages, she don't know where it's coming from. She believes in this in the Orishas, particularly Oshun, and as you heard what Pastor G. Greg says, this spirit thrives on male energy, and particularly in times of famine and poverty. We are in hyperinflation, and you getting together with this lady. So when you're moving like this, I question your discernment. I question your motives. Are you teaming up together because of a money grab? Because that doesn't make any sense at all. Coach Stormy is totally contrary to what the Bible talks about. A lot of stuff that she does in her lifestyle is contrary. And maybe because, she doesn't have the right people in her life or whatever it may be. But then for you to team up with her, and you have many people that are watching you. And then she believes in this also. So this is what she posted. So behind every successful female should be a pack of females, because she knows it's her responsibility to be fruitful and multiply. Fruitful and multiply. Didn't God tell that to Adam and Eve, a male and a female? And she continues to say, so I'm here to do what God ordered us to do. God ordered a partnership between the man and the woman so that they could be fruitful and multiply. Not a bunch of women. And like I said, I was not shocked when I saw, this going on, because when I went and looked at his YouTube channel, he has two. He has one that says Bishop R.C. Blakes, and then he has another one that just says R.C. Blakes. And the R.C. Blakes one is the one that has the most followers, and I believe that's where he gave the relationship advice. And then this is what his description is. It was a bunch of words, but I want to zoom in where he says we discuss relationships, self-love, principles, and the journey healthy women take to queen consciousness. If I pronounced it correctly, not sure. But the queen consciousness? Queen consciousness. Oh my goodness. The queen, you a bishop? You talk about queen consciousness? Ain't supposed to be like maybe, the Christian terms like Proverbs 31 woman, woman of God, or a wife or something. Queen consciousness? Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, if we ain't living in the last days, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. People have a form of godliness, but deny the power. Deny the power of God to change you. Deny the power of God to make you do the right thing. Deny the power of God to deliver you, to liberate you, to make you rich and add no sorrow. You don't have to go to the Orisha River. You don't have to go to Oshun, because God said, if you believe what he said, that he make it rich and added no sorrow. He give power to get wealth. I'm telling you, this stuff is, I don't know. And maybe it's not even him that probably, decided to do that. Maybe it's somebody from his team that pointed her out. She has a large following of women. You could get together with her and help those women, because I know maybe a lot of them may need healing, and then get together with her. But God didn't tell you shouldn't mix, because you may think you have a brand, but you are a bishop, so you're supposed to have a ministry or the work of the Lord. Don't mix the work of the Lord with this lady, because she's kind of confused. Unless you come in to help her, because she does need a lot of help. you shouldn't mix with her, because that's just like Paul didn't want to do that with that lady. But it's like everybody is out for money grab, and the population and the community that you can make a lot of money off are women, because there are a lot of uncovered women, they are all alone. They're making a lot of emotional decisions. They move emotionally, they buy emotionally, they react emotionally, they do a lot of stuff emotionally. So that is, people have mastered how to gain their trust and to profit off of them. And then they just linking up together. Oh yeah, that's my favorite. Oh my goodness, that's my favorite too. Look at my favorites together. Oh my God. Yes, God. Yes. And it's a money grab, because God placed the partnership, man and woman, to build together, to be fruitful and multiply. But that's not what's happening now. This is ridiculous. Anyway, that's all I had to say on this situation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.